First day at the gym? No? I'm just doing my back workout. Then why are you lifting such light weights? It's not lightweight. It's weight that's really challenging for this move. Lightweight? You gotta lift heavy. Don't get me wrong, I love pull-ups. I love being able to lift heavier loads with the traditional lat pull down. And both exercises are fabulous to target your lats. But so often we find one move we deem best and then ignore the opportunity and other options out there. Yet diversity is key, especially over the course of our weekly workout schedule. This diversity of movement can help us see better strength and muscle gains faster. Because creating progression in our workouts isn't just about adding weight or doing a directly harder exercise variation all the time. Sometimes it's about doing the same but different to target those weak links. And that's why I want to share a lat exercise I feel is underutilized and underrated, and one you should be including in your back and lat workouts. It's the side-seated single-arm lat pull-down. It's a mouthful to say, but this move is deceptively challenging and a great way to really target those lats while correcting any strength imbalances we may have. And it really forces you to take the ego out of things and lighten the load to isolate not only each side, but that lat. I'll go over how to do this amazing move, why it's so beneficial, and even how you can adjust it to fit your needs and goals, as well as a home alternative you can try. So first, how do you do this amazing move, and why is this exercise so beneficial? I love the cable variation of this exercise, although you can use a traditional lat pull-down machine with a single handle, or even a resistance band anchored overhead. You'll also need a bench, and ideally an incline bench you can relax your side against as you set up gripping the cable in the hand furthest from the machine. The incline bench allows you to fully eliminate any extra movement or assistance from any other area of your body, so you're forced to be fully stabilized and engage that lat to power the pull down into your side. It truly helps you isolate the lat and may force you to have to start lighter than you think to start. And because you're only pulling on each side independently, your stronger side can't compensate for your weaker side. The stretch to reach up overhead elongates the muscle under load and makes you work the pull through a bigger range of motion, which has been shown to be amazing for improving the strength and muscle gains. You'll also find you can really work on that shoulder blade or scapular movement, which not only works your back incredibly well to build strength, but will even help you improve your pull-ups while avoiding neck, shoulder, and even elbow pain. To do this lat pull down, let your shoulder rise up as you reach up overhead and stretch your lats, elevating your shoulder blade. Then drive your elbow down into your side as you pull to feel your shoulder blade move down and back towards your spine. This stretch and that lateral lat pull that prevents your elbows from flaring targets your lat even better than the traditional wide grip overhand lat pull down. You'll be amazed at how much you really feel it down the sides of your back, even while going lighter than you would for the traditional two-handed lat pull down. It's a killer accessory exercise even for pull-ups if you're working to improve them while building strength and tone in your back. Now, there are a few variations of this exercise you can do if you're limited on equipment. The great part is, even this basic variation I've already gone over can really be adjusted to any fitness level based on the weight you start with. And as I mentioned, you can swap a cable for a band or even use the traditional lat pull-down machine with a single handle. To use the machine, you'll just sit sideways on the seat. This version, or even a cable or resistance band done without the inclined bench, is still amazing, but they just don't create the same stability or isolation that leaning against the inclined bench does. So be conscious that you may want to move your torso more during these other moves. While this can allow you to exaggerate the stretch, it can also allow you to compensate and use other muscles, such as even using your obliques more to crunch down, or even seeking out mobility from lateral movement of your pelvis. And while a bonus side crunch for a bit of extra oblique work isn't bad and can help you get that full tuck of your elbow in, you want to be careful you don't turn this into only an oblique exercise. If you don't have a bench and you're using a band even at home, you can sit on the ground or even perform this move half kneeling. Half kneeling will again give you more room to move around and may allow you to go heavier than fully seated on the ground will. But neither is better or worse, just different. And while isolation requires you to go lighter, it also forces every ounce of the work to be done by the muscles we want to target. And seated on the ground, you'll be surprised by how much your core is firing to keep you balanced. I also want to mention a variation of this movement pattern you can do at home with just a towel if you don't have access to any equipment. It's called lying side slides. You can use a slider or a towel on hardwood floors, or a paper plate on carpet. But you'll lie on your side with your knees bent and hand on the slider overhead. You'll then pull down on the slider to sit up, feeling your lat power the pull. This version really cuts out any potential bicep engagement because it's a straight arm pull down. But you do have to be careful not to just turn it into an oblique crunch. But using any of these variations, you can really target each side of your back independently to work those lats. Just remember that it isn't about creating progression in your workouts in only one way. Postures and different positions for movements can really help us target different aspects of muscles to our advantage. This diversity is so key and helps us strengthen weak links through really isolating the muscles we want to work in different ways.